Welcome back. Told you it was be like 5 seconds. Really quick. So yeah, we are doing White Wolf of Icicle Creek. So yes, I'm gonna get started here. I'm gonna start up the game. There we
Hi,
go.
I'm Nancy Drew. Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat.
Yeah,
Of
this
course,
doesn't
I don't
have
spend that
window
much
mode.
time in here. I always seem to be off
Voila,
solving
there we
mysteries.
go. It
Anyway,
works.
here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery solving
Inform me if the game looks
business.
squished or not.
And be sure to check
That
out my
is not good.
scrapbook. I put memory.
Really? No, stop. I apologize. Okay, there we go. Inform me if the game looks squished when we're in game,
A
or
lot
if
of
it
them
looks
were
okay.
pretty dangerous, and at times really scary. I don't
put my
say
hands up
anything
there.
about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Okay. It looks okay right now. It doesn't look squished. It looks like the way it's supposed to look, because on my screen it's currently stretched out, so it looks fine. Current assignment: head to the Icicle Creek Lodge, a small guest lodge deep in the Canadian Rockies of Alberta, Canada, and try to figure out why so many accidents have been happening there. The woman who runs the lodge, Chantal, called me out of the blue, saying that Bet and Ed Raleigh from Shadow Ranch had recommended me. Oh, hey, that's cool. She sounds so desperate that I couldn't refuse. She said she was on her way to Edmond to meet with her lawyers, so her handyman, Ollie Randall, will pick me up at the airport. She told me it's been really cold and snowy there, and that I should pack accordingly. And then she said something about a wolf. The connection was getting really bad, and I could barely hear her, but I'm pretty sure she used the word prowling. Or was it howling? Along with dangerous and be careful. Accidents are one thing, but wild animals? I hope I know what I'm getting into. So yeah, does this... Hey, lamp works. There's one game where the lamp actually breaks, and I always check the games for those. I don't remember which one it is. But yeah, so let's see. Which games have I played on stream? I played the Haunted Carousel, Secret of Shadow Ranch, and the DVD version of Castle Malloy. That's about it. Okay, so yeah. We're gonna get started, and we're gonna play on Junior.
When Chantal told me you were just a young thing, well, I thought she was pulling my leg. But you're not much older than my little girl, Freddie.
Well, if one of the people at the lodge is to blame for all those accidents, Chantal thinks somebody like me has a better chance of figuring out who it is than somebody more, you know, hard-nosed.
Chantal has a bad habit of making up her mind without thinking things clear through. No need for you to tell her I said that, of course.
Is she still in Edmonton?
Afraid so. Insurance company's giving her and her lawyers a real hard time. Left running the lodge up to me. Which is why I'm not real crazy about the idea of having somebody new underfoot, especially if something else happens.
I won't be underfoot, Mr. Randall, and I may be young, but I'm no novice when it comes to solving
that's true.
mysteries.
It's very true.
So you'll get to prove yourself soon enough. You hear that?
Yep.
Well, now, what was that?
Oh boy. That's good. That's definitely not bad at all.
Was anyone in the bunkhouse when it exploded?
No, ma'am. Everyone here at the lodge is accounted for.
That's where Elsa and Becky had been living. Guess it was a good thing they quit after all. Elsa was my maid and Becky was my cook. Does the sheriff have any idea why the bunkhouse exploded?
He said he'd know more after the lab was done running tests on the debris he'd collected. He did say the blast was pretty powerful.
One of his deputies found the knob to the back door clear out on the highway.
Yikes.
Nancy, you have to find out who or what is behind these incidents, and you have to do it fast.
You sure you don't want to give your daddy a call?
My dad runs a whole chain of resorts, Ollie. If you think I'm going to admit to him that I can't handle running just one, guess again. Besides, Nancy comes highly recommended, and I'm sure she's got a foolproof plan for getting to the bottom of this. Don't you, Nancy?
Well, I was thinking that maybe I'd just be your new maid.
You want to be my maid?
That would give me access to everyone's room, and I could question people without making them overly suspicious.
Good idea, Nancy.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea. All right, you're my new maid. In fact, you're my new
Wait.
cook, too.
Wait, what?
Your cook?
That way,
Oh.
Ollie can stop pretending he can
Nancy
explain
always
the
getting
recipe,
herself
let
into
alone
more
follow one.
trouble
You'll
than
have
it's
even
worth.
more excuses to talk to the guests, and I won't have to pay you.
Why, I think that's a fine idea, ma'am.
Now we're not taking any more
Ollie,
guests
really?
until
You just don't want to
the
cook.
cleared up. So I want both of you to make sure that the 4 guests we have are well taken care of, especially that Olympic caliber cross-country skier from Fredonia, Yanni Volstaya. The flair he brings to the lodge is just what I need to attract the European jet-setting crowd.
I'm gonna be pretty busy trying to get rid of that wolf, Chantal.
We heard it howl last night, just before the bunkhouse blew up.
Well, do whatever you have to, Ollie. Oh, and Nancy, I want you to call this police detective I've hired as a consultant. I put his
Okay.
number on the phone there at the lodge. In fact, I think you know him. Tino Balducci?
Tino Balducci.
I gotta go. My lawyer's here. Good luck, you guys.
Oh,
and keep
no.
me posted. Coming!
Tino Balducci.
I'll get you a master key and leave it in your room. If you need anything else, I'll be in the basement.
Okay, well this case is starting off with a bang. Not only am I a maid, but I'm also the cook, and we have to deal with Tino Balducci. So that's good. You know, all good things. Really? That's it? Okay. Whoa. Hey!
This must be
Master
the key Ollie said he'd leave for me. And this must be a list of which guest is in what room. That'll come in handy.
Okay, maid duties. Daily cleanup. Available after 4:45 a.m.
Skating pond maintenance.
Oh,
Looks like I'm going to
boy.
be doing a little bit of everything while I'm here.
Apparently.
Report all avalanches to the Avalanche Patrol.
Yep. Hopefully Nancy writes down that number. Criminal activity. Sauna. Cooking. So we don't have to cook breakfast yet. Lunch is noon, so at noon we have to go cook lunch. Yay. Okay. So at noon it's lunch. Guess I have to do laundry today. Whoa. But you know, it's... My dear Elsa, remember how I told you that I loved you more than anything? Well, that was true. But what's even truer is that I'm going to love you forever. Sometimes thinking about forever makes me dizzy. Like when I start thinking about the sky and how it doesn't stop at the moon or the sun or even the Milky Way, but just keeps going and going and going. But when I think about you, forever seems totally cool, because it's the one thing to just keep going and going and going by yourself, but to keep going and going and going with somebody. That's awesome. Write me back as soon as you get this. I can't wait to see you next week. Love forever. L. Thank you. Give me that laundry bag.
Looks like Elsa was having major boyfriend problems.
Dear Elsa, you said in your letter that you love me forever back. But if that's true, why did you put off coming here to see me? When I read you weren't coming, I stopped and looked around because I felt just like someone had walked up and stabbed me through the heart. I'm starting to get jealous of that lodge you work at. You spend way, way, way more time there than you do with me. And I don't like it one bit. I can't help myself. I'm so in love with you. It's getting hard to see straight. And that's the truest thing I've ever told you. Come see me next week. Totally and completely yours, L. Dear Elsa, this time when I read your letter saying you weren't coming, I didn't get sad. I got mad. I can't believe you think working as a stupid maid at some stupid lodge for some stupid lady whose name I can't even pronounce is more important than spending time with me. If I didn't love you so much, I'd tell you to go take a flying leap. But since I love you more than anything, I'll just have to do something else. Like maybe take your precious collection of troll dolls out of the box you stored in my garage and dump them down the disposal. Or maybe I'll sell them on eBay for a nickel apiece. I don't know how else to make you understand that I love you with all my heart, and I always will. L. That seems a bit too far. You know, just a tiny bit too far. Oh, hey, another one.
Chantal, this is my formal notice of resignation. Please call me at 555-2383 if you expect any delay with the check. Elsa.
January 15th. Chantal, this is my formal notice of resignation. Oh boy. While I have enjoyed being in service with you and the staff of Icicle Creek Lodge, I no longer feel safe with all of these accidents going on. I've put a claim to your insurance company for the damage I sustained to my tires by the wolf. Please call me at 555-2383 if you expect any delay with the check. Elsa Sybilholth. Interesting. So yeah, speaking of it, yeah, there is no window mode. Since this is the first game that's had this bottom bar here and such, it was their first experiment with it, so they really didn't have a whole lot option-wise. Okay. There we go. Gimme. Bum bum bum. And also, I apologize if I don't see your comments. I had the chat open on the side, but when I opened up the game for some odd reason, it didn't push over to the other screen, so now I only see the stream like replay thing, or the XSplits preview. I can see the chat in there, but if I end up missing it, don't hesitate to write it down a second time. Just in, well, now it doesn't matter. I accidentally clicked out, so I'll just scoot it over a little bit. I didn't mean to do that, but I accidentally did it. So there we go. Now I see both. Never mind. Because like for some odd reason, the game border isn't actually the game border. If you see my mouse, like I'm moving and then I go over here, my mouse just goes onto the other screen, and it's very annoying because I did not even mean to press that. By the way, story retold, I don't know if I've seen you here at the stream before. Maybe I did. Don't quite remember, but if I haven't, then
This
welcome.
must be where I drop the laundry bag after I'm done cleaning all the rooms. Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Strixvaria. What was that guy thinking?
Ah, cool. Well, thank you for stopping by my stream and lingering in the background of my stream. I appreciate it a lot.
Check. That's finished. Oops. Can't check that off. Still need to do that. That's finished. Still need to do that. That's finished. Check.
Okay, so take a really good look around the guests' rooms. Call Chantal and figure out more about these accidents. Introduce myself to all the guests. Look for clues at the bunkhouse site. That's Nancy's room. Let's not go in there. Olivia plus... Okay. Not much else in here, I don't think. Okay. Whoa, there's some stuff in here. Snowshoes. The Call of the Wild by Jack London. Okay, stuff. And I don't think I can get into here. I was already in Kakai, wasn't I? Okay, what's this? Oh, yes. Fulstea hates to lose. I expect to win, and I always did. Knowing your enemy is the surest way excuse me, to defeat him. I know some of my competitors better than I know myself. That seems a bit crazy. Some believe he studies his competitors so he can eliminate them. Oh boy, that's not pleasant at all.